everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a team from the Pac-12, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, everything has been building to this. It's time for the national championship. Let's crown a champion. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. Bringing it out, it's Freeman. Tackle at the 13, not great field position to start the drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Went backwards on first down, so it's second and long here from the 10. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going. That completion good for a first down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Now tests the middle and gets stuffed. That is just not open for business today. Offense operating at high tempo now, no huddle. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside.
Well, that's a great play all around by this defense. Your first-level defenders hold their own at the point of attack, allowing the second and third-level players to roam free and make the tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Looks to the left, pass caught. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with him.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
This is exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Here comes the 8th play of the opening drive, and now it's third down. And the wideout goes in motion. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking to scramble now. Finding some room at the 25. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6. Washington State has moved into the red zone. A little eye candy here from the offense, some pre-snap motion. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got space, looking to score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State. In a national championship game, you cannot do a better job of setting the tone immediately, Kurt.
Well, it's the biggest game of the year, so you've got to bring your best. On the opening drive, the offense did just that. That's how you get this thing started.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. This one will be fair caught. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
On the run, it's Sanders. He's found some room at the 45. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And he'll get there. Touchdown, South Carolina.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Point after, up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Freeman. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. Washington State's offense back on the field now. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll hand it off. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They'll feed the back again. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away. Offense in hurry-up mode. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. Flips it to the running back, but he's got work to do.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackled after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. Receivers are bunched together. And there's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Offense getting set, second down play here. The shotgun running play call.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring second and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Washington State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Pass caught. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Washington State. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional in how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
The PAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he steps out at the 20, tried to make something happen, but cost the offense 5 yards in field position. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. But the gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Here's the throw deep downfield. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Talk about aggressive. The head coach keeping the offense on the field inside their own 30. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Bringing pressure. With the catch, it's Brown. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Oh, my gosh. The defense does their job. That ball is thrown short of the 1st down. They've got to rally to the ball and not let him have that kind of effort to pick up a 1st down.
Ball handed off. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And that run produces a decent gain.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 more yards a pop like that.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
The ball near midfield. The head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a 1st down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Kicking team on now for the extra point. And the PAT is good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, moving right down the field for a touchdown. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. See what the call is on 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8. The offense going with the hurry up. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Snags the quick throw. Breaks loose at the 40. And a big gain across midfield. Moves the ball inside the enemy 40-yard line. 1st down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. This Washington State offense is moving quickly down the field. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They've got him, but that completion good enough for 1st down yardage. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
The defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. So it'll be a chip shot from the right hash mark. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And with that, they retake the lead.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Time running down, just one play left here in the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Brown. Oh, and the football comes out. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Minnows going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
South Carolina, 14.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. And the Gamecocks come to the line in a hurry-up. He hands it off from the gun. Powers through the tackle. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. The guys up front line up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Gets into space at the 50. Big play across midfield was spotted near the 36. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there on the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that first down. But the defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Not just a pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
The Washington State offense back out on the field now. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Boy, just a great play by the running back here. Just finding his lanes and exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On first and 10, looking to throw. There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Washington State. Well, a touchdown to a wide open man. For what in the world was going on the defensive side of that?
Wow, what was the defense thinking here? You can't let a player roam free like that. They just completely forgot about him and gifted him a touchdown.
The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
14.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. It's their first timeout. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking for his back. The sure hands. It's Sanders. Breaks loose at the 45. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5. The Gamecocks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. He's stopped, but he gets a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route, the catch made, and the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The pass rush closing in. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. And tackled there by the defense.
Well, heck, if they hadn't dug themselves such a big hole, what a positive play here, using that jet motion and that touch pass to pick up some huge yards and giving them a chance anyway of trying to come up with a first down.
3rd down play here out of the shotgun. He's got it near the end zone. Tackle made at the 1-yard line, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Gamecocks are hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. 3rd down and goal. Big play coming up here in the red zone. And the quarterback dropping back. No, and he dropped it. The would-be touchdown could not come up with the football. Now it's 4th down. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, winding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
And everybody always wants to talk about the quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Breaking free at the 35. And he breaks loose down the left side. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Kicking team out for the PAT try. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here's the first play of the drive now. They're backed up at their own 14. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. The catch is made, and he does get the foot down. They're going to catch a big gainer. First down here for this offense. Looking for a gap. It's Sanders. Defense able to bring him down to wrap up the third quarter of play.
Washington State, 31. South Carolina, 21.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Quarterback's got it on the option. Keeper for the first down and more. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Made the defense look slow that time. Here we go, national championship game, fourth quarter, one possession game. Let's see who's going to step up.
Well, the stakes can't get any bigger. The offense has done their job to give themselves a chance. But what about their opponent? What about the other side? How will they handle this pressure? Late in the game, they still have the lead. I want to see what their plan of attack is and how aggressive they might be willing to be.
Washington State's offense back on the field now. Keeping it on the ground here. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a pretty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball at the 44.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
It's a shotgun run call. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
You know, sometimes, Chris, we get caught up in the speed and the quickness, and obviously those are important assets to have as a running back. But what you just saw from this guy, and he's had a pretty good day, is his ability to break tackles in the open space. And he gets through those arm tackles. You can see what he's capable of doing after being able to shake free with the speed that he has.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Good job bleeding the clock on this drive so far. They'll come up on a second down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You'd think that they're just working the clock here, running the football, and then they throw it and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
First and goal, handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. Second down and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. He's swarmed by the defense. Urgency here in the fourth quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's third down and goal. They try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back out on the field. It's an option look. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Close to the tight end. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete. Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. Wow, lays out and makes a spectacular catch. The Gamecocks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First down, looking to throw the football. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. And now the try here for the extra point. PHC is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the hands team able to recover the football. Here comes the Wazoo offense back on the field. Suddenly, this is a three-point game in the fourth quarter. Interesting to see how aggressive they get with play calling. Catch hauled in here over the middle. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the fourth.
Use the running game to chew on this clock now. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. They can't slow him down. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have first and goal right there.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They'll try to run it in on first and goal. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington State.
Hey, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Extra point, up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. And the Gamecocks offense is back out there on the field. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the stats a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. So after the incompletion, it's second down. Looking to throw. It's Sellers. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the deep shot falls incomplete, but there's a penalty marker on the field. 15-yard defensive pass interference. That player will get an earful on the sidelines. The Gamecocks line up on first and 10 now. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For the first time ever, national champions and your kings of the college football world, the Washington State Cougars.